Hello dear students and actors, I am Jenny major in English and I am here to share my thoughts on King Lear. So, the King Lear is one of the most tragic plays of Shakespeare, and this masterpiece is still played in many parts of the world and gets better by every play. And also, it is about the aging king who has some problems and misunderstandings with his daughters, and he makes a lot of mistakes in the first half or at the beginning of the play. But it's also because of his ego. And we all know the story and how it ends. And I would like to talk about my favorite part, which is the blinding scene. And I think that this part of the play is the most tragic and brutal scene of all among Shakespeare's works. And I also personally believe that Gloucester suffered more than King Lear himself. And King Lear himself. So next, I would also like to share some unknown information about King Lear, such as disappearance of the fool, and he simply vanishes after Act 3 and Scene 6, I think, and no one knows why. Well, the most widely known theory is that the same actor played both Cordelia and Fool. That's why we don't really see them having a conversation on stage. And secondly, Fool is mostly there to give wisdom to King Lear, or just simply to cheer him up. That's why as the tragedy starts to grow bigger and bigger, we don't really have a place for Fool to be there. And next, the film adaptation of King Lear featuring Ian McKellen is such a masterpiece. And you might know Ian McKellen from many franchises of Hollywood, such as Lord of the Rings and X-Men, and so no doubt of his acting. And I highly recommend that you watch at least the first act, because after that there is no way you're turning back from it. And next, my journey as I played the antagonist Edmund, and from the start of the semester I was over the moon that we would cover King Lear, because of that is Shakespeare's work. Having read Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet before, I always appreciated Shakespeare's works, and however that it was a new experience for me to read King Lear, as we not only read it but also acted on it. That's why it was genuinely fun to film with you guys, and I would also like to give a special thanks to Guang for doing extra work of editing and putting to YouTube, and also Professor for the amazing semester. And with all that said, I would like to wrap up here. Thank you very much for your attention.